In August, we spent a week in Vienna, and together with two local urban explorers, we traveled to the reddest abandoned sites in Austria. In the middle of the modern civilization, we discovered gloomy and lonely factories and haunting hospitals with running electricity. Over the next few weeks, we will release 6 episodes in total about our adventures in the concrete jungle.
My life.
Shoot. This was literally our immediate thought when we arrived at the first destination of our road trip in Austria. It seemed like some construction workers were in attendance at that day. To abort the mission was not an option. Our way to get to this place was far too long to simply relinquish now. So instead of entering from the front, we approached from behind through the woods. This former home for blind people is a huge building complex, and as it seems, the workers were only active in the front area. But this presented us with a problem. Local urban explorers told us that there is an easy access point. It just was in the area where the people were working. So we couldn't get in there. We had to look for an alternative entrance point. And just as we wanted to give up looking, we found a way in, but we had to rope down a skylight.
Ich komme hier nie mehr hoch, ohne Scheiß. Ich komme. Das stimmt.
Und im Idealfall findest du einen anderen Eingang. At first we surveyed the basement. This building is a former old-age residence for visually handicapped and blind people that was abandoned around 2.5 years ago. Because of this rather short period of time, there's only little vandalism on the site. An interesting design, which is repeated throughout the whole building in different variations, attracted our attention. Handrails, lamps, and more are in an unusual pipe-like look, Pay attention to that when you're watching the episode. Was hast du gefunden?
Ein Flugzeug, was so rumfliegt, aber einen Propeller hinten hat. Nice.
The closer we got to the main entrance, the more cautious we became, for the fear that we bump into a worker.
Es piept. Und es surrt.
Our goal was to move around as carefully as possible and maintain a low profile. We couldn't believe our eyes when we found ourselves in an area with an open door? Seriously? And we probably took the most laborious way into the building ever. We were doubtful. Why was the door open in the first place? Are the workers going in and out here? And what irritated us even more, the toilets were signposted. Is this the place where the workers answer the call of nature? We only knew one thing: we couldn't stay here much longer.
Richtig sick aus. Richtig schöne Symmetrie. Da draußen ist ein Theater, aber da draußen steht auch ein Auto.
So instead of going further to the main entrance, we decided to turn around and explore the back parts of the building. It was too risky up front.
Podesten so selbstgebaute Dinge, irgendwelche geflochtenen Körbe oder Lego-Figuren, das aber extra beleuchtet.
At an outdoor temperature of around 40 degrees Celsius, the exploration was tough inside these massive glass boxes, which are the connecting pieces of the different building parts. In here, the temperature was heating a lot. In the back parts of the building, there were the living quarters of this retirement home. The rooms were specifically designed for the needs of visually handicapped and blind people. In the whole structure, you can find ramps instead of stairs, for example. There's a continuous handrail, both in the building and in the garden as well. The furnishings are rounded off and without any sharp edges. The rooms are designed rich in contrast. The old age residence is in the middle of a very small village and is surrounded only by nature. Next to permanent users and long-stay residents, people could also rent rooms for vacations or short-term stays, with tenants and support when necessary. The occupants could even bring their own pets. the living area was divided into several houses, each one with its own icon.
Ciao. So, jetzt geht's nochmal los. Guten Tag, Herr Meier. Willkommen jetzt hier in Ihrer neuen Wohnung G15. Das haben wir
Ein Traumstück.
Sie sehen, es ist auch alles sicher. Wenn man abschließt, wenn man das nie vergisst. Ne?
Der Schlüssel,
das kennen wir doch.
den können Sie an der Rezeption abgeben und sich draußen betätigen. Dann können Sie den wieder abholen. Wir passen dabei auf den Schlüssel auf.
So, kommen wir mal rein. Wir haben sie schön eingerichtet. Ein Kleiderschrank. Achso, ich muss sagen, der Elektriker hat das mit dem Strom noch nicht ganz hingekriegt, aber sie ziehen ja auch erst nächste Woche ein. Bis dahin haben wir eine Taschenlampe. Damit wir Ihnen das alles zeigen können. Hier haben wir ein paar Kleiderbügel. Hier haben wir sowieso bloß 2 Pullover. Hier können Sie sich hinsetzen. So, das ist
Zum Schuhanziehen.
immer ganz gut. Genau, zum. Richtig.
Ja, zum Schuhanziehen ist das.
Schuhe anziehen ist das. So, dann geht's hier auch direkt weiter. So, dann haben Sie hier die Hausordnung. Die Verwaltung und alle Mitarbeiterinnen werden sich bemühen, Ihnen den Aufenthalt so angenehm wie möglich zu gestalten. Da unsere Anlage sehr großflächig ist, true story, empfehlen wir Ihnen, an der Ausführung teilzunehmen. Sie findet wöchentlich am Mittwoch um 10 Uhr statt. Einen schönen Ausblick hier ins Grüne. Da drüben wohnt die Frau Hildegard und die Frau Prommelbart und die Frau... Dort unten ist die Frau Schulze. Hallo! Ja, da können Sie mit denen immer schön reden.
Aber lassen Sie sich von Frau Kirschner, lassen Sie sich nie bequatschen. Die erzählt manchmal komische Dinge.
Ja, aber jeden Tag dasselbe, aber das freut sich
die
die alten Leute.
Sie sehen.
Ja. Das müssen wir Ihnen noch erklären. Machen Sie das gerade?
Ja, also im Prinzip ist es nichts, was Zauberei behaftet sein müsste. Notruf. Einfach drehen.
Okay.
Ja, dann geht's schon los.
Ja. Das wollen wir jetzt lieber nie auslösen,
Genau.
weil
Hausalarm.
der Notruf. Wie das in dem Scheiß, den der Strom noch geht.
In the area we have explored, the power was already switched off. Yet, there still was running water.
In den Kommentaren steht dann, das haben die doch zu Hause gedreht.
Located on the top floor, we discovered a housing which distinguished itself visually very much from the other ones. Maybe the head of the institution lived here. Around the year 2015, the building, which is over 60 years old, was abandoned due to cost concerns. The costly refurbishment measures were simply too expensive. Despite protests, the retirement home was shut down. But the fact that there are workers here right now shows that the site might have a future. After all, it already found a new use some time ago. In this year, the property served as the training ground for the state police K9 units. From time to time, drills and exercises for the police dogs take place here. Due to some recent cases of vandalism, the K9 handlers are supposed to conduct regular inspection patrols. Well, luckily for us, there was no such police dog training that day.
Das sieht aus, als ob dort irgendwelche Tiere hoch sind, wahrscheinlich Waschbären. Ja gut, es könnten auch von Pfoten her können es auch Katzen sein, aber was sollten Katzen hier oben machen? Das ist immerhin ein Dach, was zu halten.
Achso. Ich war noch nicht hier.
Wir können auch reingehen. Wollen wir eine Runde spielen?
Klar.
Macht, glaube ich, keinen Lärm. Fuck my life. Doch. Nein. Ja. Yes. Gut. Nice.
Unfortunately, we couldn't explore everything on that day because of the construction workers. For example, there's this theater with working electricity. And this swimming area too. The footage was taken by the two local urban explorers who told us about this site in the first place. They have been here some months ago and they were able to move freely and explore everything. So if you want to see the rest of the building complex too, you should take a look at these videos of our friends.